Yeah. Dead's not punk. So just that, it's based on the Exploited song, Punk's Not Dead. I'm not really sure what the exact origin of that term is, but punk rock was said to have died really with, and I'm probably making this up, with Sid Vicious, the bass player and eventually the singer of the Sex Pistols.
Yep.
He overdosed on heroin, I believe is how he died, after he thought he killed his girlfriend, Nancy Spungen. But the Exploited and many other punk rockers felt strongly that punk did not die with Sid Vicious and that punk was not dead. But sadly, many of the people who are both artists and fans of punk rock tend to die young. Like you have the 27 Club for, dinosaur rock, just like normal.
Well, I mean, and obviously there's a lot of heavy drug usage in the scene.
Yeah, but also in dinosaur rock, like classic rock, they're all using drugs.
Oh, for sure.
And most of the people in classic rock, they die young, but in punk rock, they die even younger, Like, I'm pretty sure Sid Vicious died at the age of 22 or something like that. So 27 already is a very young age to die. Punk rockers die even younger, and that is considered punk rock to a lot of people. It's a punk rock thing to say fuck it and just like do whatever and not treat yourself and your body and really other members of the punk community well. And I think, and a lot of other people strongly feel, that it's actually a punk rock act to stay alive. Punk rock is about independence, sustainability, do-it-yourself is like the main ethos of punk rock, and taking care of oneself is a very punk rock act. The government is not going to take care of you. Sadly, a lot of people's families don't take care of them. So do it yourself in this sense is keeping yourself alive, taking care of yourself. Dying young doesn't have to be the only punk rock thing. Living is punk rock.
Yeah, I would agree that dead is not punk.
Dead is not punk.
Dead is not. Say that's not very punk rock, dude.
Yeah, I mean, if you're dead, you can't be punk. You can't be at all. You are.
So then the series, or not the series, excuse me, the film.
It might be a series.
It is.
But
it might be a
in
series.
its current stage, I plan on it being a film.
Okay, so so the video you did on it, Richard Pryor, that is, you. You had it was focused on one individual. So is the film just based around this one individual, or is it following different punk rock people from the punk rock scene, or how's that work?
Multiple punks, because there's not just one perspective. I want to get multiple perspectives on what that means to stay alive and take care of yourself. And I've even gotten some opinions that dying is punk. That taking control of your own destiny, which is to die, and ending the suffering and the pain that most punks, if not all punks, live with, unfortunately. Taking control of that and just ending that, some people would consider a punk rock
Going
act.
out on your own terms.
Exactly.
I think that only applies if the police are at your door.
Which sadly does happen too.
Yeah. Hey man, at that point, I got nothing on you.
And even
That's
suicide,
pretty punk rock.
Even suicide by cop, or just you bleep that one for YouTube. Unaliving oneself by cop. Is in some people's opinion punk rock to decide to die. But the conceit of this project is that choosing to live is more punk rock. And
I don't think anyone's arguing with that. The original individual that the video is on, I don't think anyone's going to say that dude's not punk rock.
Many people would. And I've asked, because he has pretty...
They're idiots.
Yeah, well, pretty well-educated woman who gave me that opinion. His perspective is that because he was sort of driven out of the punk rock community, he doesn't consider himself a punk anymore, but he still thinks that his values are aligned with punk rock, or at least his idea of punk rock, which was just anti-authoritarian, anti-statist.
You don't have to be in the band to be in the band.
Yeah. I mean, in your mind, if you are in the band, you are. It's all about perception.
I think it's really a mentality.
Punk rock is a state of mind.
Right.
For sure. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So that's what
keep an eye out for that.
So that's what the film project is. So you're going to be following different individuals and seeing their perspective from the punk rock scene and what they've come out of that with. Is that correct?
Yeah, very much through the punk rock lens.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So that's what I got going on.
Oh yeah. I reset up my whole space in here, as you can see. Brand new shot. Is the fucking...
Are we recording?
No, we are recording. I'm like, is there an echo?
there is an echo for sure, but I don't know if it's...
Is it the speaker though?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's all in your mind, man.
It's all in your mind, man. We just have a nice vibrato to our voice.
Yeah.
It's the real issue.
Well, I think you do more than I do.
Aw, you're making me blush.
Yeah, you got the vibes, man.
So I reset it up in here though. Moved it so I'm not fighting the window light that we were fighting before.
Mm-hmm.
So now it looks, the studio lights are able to steal the lighting over here.
Yeah. It is in our hands,
right?
Not the hands of...
It's all within my hands.
Portland. And what can be very beautiful diffused light, which is a huge advantage of shooting in Portland. But the problem with that, weather in general in Portland, is that you can't predict it,
Even while you're out there.
Yeah.
Even while you're out, you better shoot right now if it looks right. You better get to shooting.
You have a very, very small window for whatever you're trying to accomplish out here. Yeah. It's not as reliable.
It's pouring rain today. I'm gonna get some rainy shots, and you walk out there and it's done raining now.
Yeah, and it's not.
And it's done.
Then we'll reinvest the earnings into foreign currency accounts with compounding interest, and it's gone.
Sorry, your money's gone.
Is that true also for where you grew up? By
Medford?
Yeah.
I feel like it's more. Yeah, it is pretty wild. It's dry, and so I would say like here is like the wet side of it, and there it's like dry. Okay. But I would say the weather can be temperamental there as well.
Yeah, because it's like another microclimate down there.
Yeah, it's also a different valley. So.
What valley? Is the Rogue Valley?
Yeah, the Rogue.
Right. I love fucking Rogue Valley. Beautiful.
Spent a lot of time in Ashland down there.
A little bit.
The Shakespeare Festival.
Yeah, never
with your hippie friends.
Yeah, one or two. Love and Light, man. It's the first time I ever heard that was down there.
Love and Light.
It
was in Ashland.
Someone was like, my first experience there.
Did we tell your Dread Mama story on the podcast?
Maybe.
I don't think
clearly I've told you that story.
You have. I don't think we told it on the podcast though.
But that was Mount Shasta.
Oh, that wasn't Ashland?
No.
That was Mount Shasta?
Yeah. But I have another story about Ashland. I have a couple stories about Ashland. Ashland is fucking bananas.
Give us an Ashland story then.
So my first time in Oregon ever was after the 2014 Rainbow Gathering in Montana.
Okay.
And we drove through... Well, where was it exactly? It was outside of Dillon, Montana.
Okay.
Small town in Montana, like most towns in Montana. Cities.
Isn't there like Helena and I think there's a couple more people than average in Bozeman?
Hamilton.
Never heard of her.
I think it's the college town.
Okay.
One of them.
There you go.
And was it called Beaver Creek or I don't know. Either way,
there's for sure a town out there named Beaver Creek, even if you weren't in it. Let's be clear.
There's many like Beaver fill in the blank.
Right.
Lots of beavers.
Throw a dart at the fucking map of USA. You're gonna hit beaver something.
Yeah, and a very specific kind of beaver out there.
Depends where you're going. You know, in Vegas, it's a different kind of beaver.
And what you're looking for. But okay, so beaver blank. It's definitely a beaver.
Beaver wedge.
Beaver, yeah, wedging beavers. So, the Rainbow Gathering there ended, and we left and we went west. We went through Wyoming, through Idaho.
Okay.
And we drove south through Oregon and ended up in Ashland. And it's like 4 a.m. And a little trick that I learned through traveling is if you're new to a place and you want to meet people, go to the 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven parking lots are like where it's at, you know?
That's a fact.
Someone's going to be there.
That's a fact, people.
Yeah.
Even right now, where you live.
Yeah.
7-Eleven parking lots where it's at, guys.
Even post-COVID, like 7-Eleven.
Little piece of advice for your faces.
A little Walmart parking lot too.
Oh.
Kind of a similar vibe. So
You stand posted up in a Walmart parking lot, you can see all different types of action.
oh yeah, it goes down at Walmart.
Goes.
And there are, even post-COVID, there are still some 24-hour 7-Elevens and Walmart parking lots. So we show up.
The parking lots are all 24 hours.
Exactly.
The government doesn't want you to know that, but you can stay in the parking lot anytime you want. As long as you don't stay there for 24 hours.
They're basically BLM out there, and I'm talking Bureau of Land Management, not Black Lives Matter. But Black Lives Matter in all parking lots also, just wherever.
Everywhere. Not just parking lots, Daniel.
Yeah, it's not exclusive to parking lots. Black lives will always matter everywhere. So we show up in Ashland, we go to the 7-Eleven parking lot, and lo and behold, there is a little gang of kids.
Hell yeah, brother.
Ashland locals. And I meet this kid who I thought was drunk. And I asked him if he was drunk because he was slurring his speech like crazy. And turned out that he had just been tripping on mushrooms for like a month or something like that. And we told him that, we left the Rainbow Gathering, and he was just like, family immediately. And we got the lowdown on what was going on in Ashland. It was my first time there. I think it was everyone else's who I was traveling.
And to be clear, he gave you the real lowdown on everything that's happening in Ashland.
Yeah, which is
that's who
mushrooms.
you want. That's who you want to tell you about that place.
Yeah, someone who's been on mushrooms for.
Yeah, you got the right guy. You got the right tour guide for Ashland right there.
And I wish I remember his name, but let's call him Tony just for the sake of the story. So
What's
Tony.
your name?
Tony. Fucking Tone. Ashland Tone.
Fuck you, Tony.
What's your name? Tony! Fuck you, Tony!
Fuck you.
Actually, thank you, Tony. It sounds like you're a good guy so far.
He was a good guy.
Okay.
So
Shout out to you, Tony.
he tells us about the springs, the hot springs over there. I forget the name, but he gave us some other suggestions, and we asked him if he could, give us a place to crash. He couldn't, but he gave us a place to park our car. And this dude told me that I should go to Mount Shasta because there was a shaman named Bubbles who gives...
Episode of Trailer Park Boys, or?
Yeah, seriously. I ended up meeting him later, maybe later that summer. No, a couple of years later. But he was like this dude who used to work for the CIA, is giving people iboga and like helping them get off of
That tracks.
whatever. And like the way that he talked, he was like, I was just going down to Mount Shasta, just gave me iboga. I've just been on mushrooms, tripping on mushrooms for like a month. And this kid, Tony, I got his number, and he ended up giving me like a spoonful of RSO. I'm talking like a whole fucking like soup spoon. And I had to drive, and the next morning,
consumed this spoon of,
yeah, he just gave me a fucking
and then you drove.
fat spoonful. So at first I was driving, and as we're leaving, you know, when you leave Ashland down
This is
the
a legend,
I-5,
by the way. This is a AI rendering, made up story.
Yeah, not real.
Yeah.
So I feel the effects of the RSO kicking in as we're like going down the hill on I-5, because when you leave Ashland, it's just like straight down the side of a fucking cliff.
Yeah,
On the way to
that's
Mount
true.
Shasta.
Actually, that is true.
Like, yeah,
It is very. They put grade signs and there's truck runoffs both ways and all that shit.
yeah, the what do you call it, runaway?
Yeah,
Truck
runaway. Yeah,
Pardon.
you're pardoned.
So yeah, thank you. So I turn to the other people I'm traveling with, and I tell them, you know, I'm starting to feel the effects of this, you know, the most potent edible that exists.
Fucking think.
The edible that cures cancer. That's how fucking potent it is. And I'm like, well, I think someone else should drive. And the guy who...
So probably a good idea.
Yeah, it was one of the... I mean, I shouldn't have taken it in the first fucking place. He was like, this is going to help you sleep. It didn't do that. It didn't kick in until we were ready to go the next morning. And the person who I'm traveling with...
You mean you were still stoned the next morning?
Well, I was fine. I think I ate something finally after, so it kicked in that morning. Like, it hadn't kicked in yet. Kicked in as soon as we left. And this dude has the appearance of a rabbi, like Jewish guy, long beard, wearing all black, you know, just typical Chabad style.
Bubbles, this is.
This isn't Bubbles. This guy's, we called him Mincha, which is the name for, I think,
Oh, so he really was a Jewish guy.
He was a Jewish guy. I forget his exact name. His son was, or is, hopefully he's still alive, one of like the most like prototypical like dirty kids, just like straight up fucking oogle style, you know, train kid. And he wasn't back then. But either way, Mincha, this guy's dad, he takes the wheel, and he's at this point, I want to say in like his late 40s, middle-aged guy. He has already lived a life. He's had a couple kids by different women, so he's a pretty experienced guy. But often what I find comes with experience is a little bit of hubris. And he, unlike me, had been driving in, you know, on West Coast mountain roads for a while, and he thought that it was a good time to, I forget how he put it, it was like test the G's or something. Basically, he
See how strong it was?
wanted to see how fucking fast he could go downhill on these winding ass fucking redwood lined California, well, at first
Like
Oregon.
down the freeway to California?
Down
Okay,
the
I know that
fucking
road,
freeway.
yeah.
And, you know, he...
Yeah, some people book it through there, for sure. That's a thing people do.
Yeah, and me, who had consumed like a fucking... More than a gram of RSO. I mean, a spoonful of RSO is what, 3 grams?
You said like a soup spoon?
Yeah.
So not like a steel spoon, but like a spoon.
Yeah, like what you would eat cereal with or something.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
just like a larger.
Yeah. Just a fucking spoon.
That's just a decent amount.
It's way too fucking...
I don't know how much that is. I've never been a large consumer of RSO, but
Hey, you said edibles don't even work on you,
No.
right? Yeah, you're an anomaly.
yeah, I think it's something in your gut. There's some kind of enzyme system or some shit like that.
Yeah, you gotta...
But it is a real thing. You can look up, and it just doesn't work on some people.
Yeah. Well, it works on me. And I mean, what is like a gram has about 1,000 milligrams of THC. So a spoonful, I must have been on at least 3,000.
Yeah, a gram is.
Did I say
1,000.
grams?
A gram is 1,000 milligrams.
I meant to say milligrams. So
A
I was
gram is
on like what, 3,000 fucking milligrams?
Yeah.
It's ungodly.
It's a lot.
Or godly. This is fucking god.
I don't know.
dose.
I've left my. I guess we both. I'm looking over there. We both left our phones on the counter. But somebody can look up how much weight a big spoonful of RSO is.
A lot.
It's
So
that's a lot.
thousands of milligrams. And this dude, he's testing the G-force of his...
Testing the G-force?
Like
Testing the fucking braking limits of his car is what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking some Nissan... What's like the...
Oh, yeah. A Maxima? It's
like
a
the
VQ.
Smallest one. Whatever the smallest... It wasn't a Sentra.
It's an Altima.
It was smaller than that.
Sentra?
It wasn't a Sentra.
Sentra is a small one.
But it was like the one that sort of looks like a Prius. Whatever.
I don't know, man.
The listeners can look it up on their own.
Figure it out. I'll probably put a picture up.
But this fucking dude is just hightailing it down the Redwood line highway that is I-5. And I keep trying to speak up and be like, dude, will you slow down? And he's not. Like, he's just not listening. And there were two other passengers in the car with me. Shout out to Ellie and Abigail and Israel. Hope they're doing okay. Anyway, and we're all speaking up and
this
being
is
like,
a Sublime album. You just keep shouting people out.
Yeah, I'll shout out all my...
I did this on my last podcast. You just shouting people out on my podcast. He just comes here every time he wants to shout people out. Got some people I wanted to shout out.
Dude, I'll shout out. People who aren't listening exclusively is who I shout out. People who will never say
I tagged the last guy you mentioned. I tagged and he responded. So
wait, who was it? Oh yeah, Jackson.
Yeah, yep. Action Jackson.
Hilarious. Internet Jax.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, like we're going 70, 80 miles an hour, which doesn't sound fast, but when you're going down...
No, I know that road. That's moving.
That's way too fast.
You're moving down that road if you're doing 80.
And I'm tripping balls. Like, I'm higher than I've ever been or probably ever been since. And I thought I was going to die. And I'm just dry.
Dude was doing
out.
45. He was going 45.
Probably, yeah. Like, exactly.
He was like, I'm not fucking slowing down anymore.
It's like, are you kidding? If I could go any slower, I'd be stopped. But that was not the case. This dude's definitely, like, all three of us in the back and in the passenger seat are just, like, freaking out.
And they didn't all take a spoonful of ours.
No, just me.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So I was pissed, to say the least. And we made it.
Did it kind of fuck up your high, too?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't have been a fun high anyway.
Because you were, like, too loaded too quick, or?
Way too much. Way too fucking much. But the kid who gave it to me, he'd been,
This man has done DMT, and he says that 3,000 milligrams RSO is stronger. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you're still in your body, and you're, like, more in your body than usual. Like, you're so fucking aware of the present moment and, like, the potential for you to crash and die. Like,
I didn't do that in a car, but the last time I got that lit, I remember it was a 4th of July, and that was the closest that anyone's ever gotten to out puffing me. And
really,
yeah, and it was this girl at my friend's house. We were over there, and I started puffing some bowls, and she started keeping up with me, and I was like, all right, and then I was like, all right, you can smoke a lot, because like most people aren't keeping up with me, and so
you're a professional. Yeah,
and I was like, all right, and I said something, and then this other dude that was there, he was like, oh, she's got some lungs on her, and I was like, you want to have a smoke off? And she was like, all right, bet. And I do this fun thing where I smoke multiple bowls in one breath and then blow them all out.
Very fun.
Oh, it's terrific. It gets you loaded. So we ripped the first bowl, killed it. Ripped another one, killed it. And I was like, all right, well, this ain't doing nothing for either of us right now. And I was like, I'm gonna rip 2 of them back to back. And I did it, killed them. And she did it, killed him. And I was like, what the fuck? I've never seen anyone else do that. And then I was like, we're going to do fucking 3 back to back. And my lungs are all stretched out at this point. I'm warmed up, and I fucking did it. I ripped 3 bowls, blew them all out. And then she fucking did it, and she blew them all out. And I was like, fuck, we're going to have to do another one. She's like, nope, I'm good. And I was like, oh, shit. And then I was standing there with my friend a minute after, and I was like, that was really fun. I was like, that was a lot. I was like, no one's ever got that close to out smoking me. And I was fucking lit. And he goes, yeah, she's passed out inside right now.
That's the end goal, to eventually be asleep.
funny as shit. I was like, damn, that was close. Yeah, she's passed out inside right now.
I feel like at my peak, I might have been able to, but I'm way past that. For those listening who are interested, I do not smoke weed anymore. But at my peak, you know, it was just kind of constant, you know. It was never enough. That RSO was plenty.
It's more than enough. It's too
more
much.
than enough. Yeah, my tolerance.
You didn't want to smoke that next morning.
I mean,
You're like, I'm good.
The funny thing about like RSO is it doesn't take the edge off like cannabis does, you know? And even on RSO, like I'll smoke weed and I'll get the edges softened, you know? I don't know what it is. I mean, you're probably, you know, inhaling different cannabinoids and...
Well, the RSO is done through an alcohol extraction process, so it's a fairly limited range of cannabinoids.
Yeah, like very specific, targeted.
Yeah.
So, and what do you call
extremely medicinal for the things it's medicinal for, basically.
Yeah, it has like a goal. Have you heard of, by the way, THCP?
No.
You heard of this one?
About that one.
It's one of the weird labbed out, like, you know, you have Delta 8 and Delta 10 that aren't, you know, in nature. They're just in labs.
Is that real?
Altered.
I think Delta 8's in cannabis.
Is it?
I think so. I wish I had. I'm gonna grab my phone and my water. We're gonna cut 2 seconds.
So I forget the exact numbers. We could look them up. It's something like 50 times as potent as THC, Delta 9 THC. Something insane. And
this is your reminder to stay hydrated as well, folks.
Stay high and stay hydrated.
Both of those things.
However that looks to you. Water. High and hydrated.
Don't get hair in your mouth while you're drinking water either. It's a pro tip for your face.
Yeah.
Full of pro tips today.
Protein pro tip. Protein pro tip. Trademark it.
And I think with the cut we just had there, I think it's a good place to also interject. You may notice a little more lively in this podcast than the last one. And the reason is that I got fired, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
So you're actually getting sleep?
And no, I sleep probably less now.
Really?
Yeah, I sleep out of boredom more than like really getting tired. And when your soul gets sucked out at your job every day, then like you're like, oh, I'm just gonna like eat and go to sleep.
Yeah, your life source is drained.
Right. And then you don't do that, and your life is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And working for yourself is one of the most vitalizing. Is that a word? Revitalizing.
Yeah.
Is vitalizing a word by itself? I wonder.
It's already vital.
Yeah, you're already
vitalized.
You're already vitaling. Just about.
Maybe revitalizing is a dumb word now that you say that, because that would mean you're doing it again. So you already killed this fucking thing once.
Yeah.
It's your second time doing this.
So when you're born, you're revitalized.
Fuck.
That's the real revitalization is.
Think about that, people.
Is it conception or is it birth?
It's actually like a few months after. You don't even get a soul until a few months after.
Interesting. I think for us Jews, it's day 8 when you get the circumcision.
So first 7 days, if you get chopped, it's not a huge deal.
Yeah, I mean you're not a Jew yet. If you're
so you're not really like you're a part of corporate, so you're not really a part of our family, and you're also divorced. So you're not really a part of your own family either.
Talking about the corporation that is the United States of America.
I don't know. Is that how it works?
The
Judaic culture.
And no, it's separate from that. But you know how like your birth certificate is your contract that you get the social security number.
Oh yeah, and it ties back to like the some kind of national banking system or some shit that I'm not going to tie my life. Yeah, I'm not going to drain my mental energy realizing what my net worth is to the government. But you can look it up.
It's beyond
National
the government.
Treasury. I think that's what I'm looking at.
It's the shadow powers.
It's the lizard people.
Yeah.
They're not even really in the shadows anymore. Like,
I think they still are. We still don't know. I think we like to think we know.
You don't think it's all the people that were listed in the Epstein?
No, I don't. No, those are just the lackeys.
think I just recorded my gulp really loud.
That's good.
You see that giant peak right there?
Yeah, you should turn that up even higher when
I'm gonna zoom right in on my face.
Perfect. Right on your fucking Adam's apple. Adam's apple.
Straight up, wrecked with Adam's apple. It's just a shot of my Adam's apple the whole show.
Just bobbing along.
Put some googly eyes and draw a Sharpie smiley on here.
I'll get it tattooed. Don't stop at
No, I'm gonna get the cut here line tattooed.
little mouth.
Yeah. No, cut here. It's just a dot, like a dash line with says cut here.
Mm-hmm. Instructions.
Straight up. Get that Trevor action. That GTA 5 Trevor action.
Is that a tattoo in GTA 5?
It is. It sure is.
Man, I have not played enough of that game.
I played too much of that game back in the day.
So you're saying I've played enough?
Yeah.
None is enough.
Oh, you haven't played it at all?
A little bit. I think I've probably.
You should. I mean, you should check it out and go like spray up the town for fun or something a couple of times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's about all I'll do. I've maybe done a sum total of 10.
Steal a couple of cars. You know, get your inner car thief out in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you don't do it in real life.
Right.
That's how that works. Definitely not going to do things in real life that you do in video games. Doesn't warp your perception of reality at all.
I don't know. I never shot up a crowd of people.
Not yet. He's never going
Still
to.
on the table.
Guys. Yeah. We would know. It'll make headlines. That's why people do it. For the headline.
That is why I would do it, too, to be clear.
Man, the NPCs.
They are just NPCs.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta stop this. This is a bit, you guys.
Yeah.
It's a bit.
This isn't real.
It's a bit.
We wrote all this before. We're just reciting the lines.
I mean, I didn't write
Reciting
my
lines.
NPC bit, but I'm not gonna go. Not gonna be on the record for that.
It's a good bit. Definitely not played out. But yeah.
Yep.
Where was I in this story? Is it over?
You had a story?
Yeah. I mean,
Where are we all at in our story, really?
yeah, what is this story?
Your story, my story.
It's the never-ending story. Have you seen that?
Oh, for sure.
Good movie, right?
I don't know. I like have memories of it, and I think back, and I'm like, wow, even in memory, this looks terrible.
No, it holds up, I think.
You don't think Falcor flying?
I mean, honestly,
Some of the CGI effects were a little wonky.
I don't know if there are any CGI effects in that movie. I think it's all practical.
Falcor
Yeah,
flying
he's a
through the
puppet.
sky.
Yeah.
Is he on sticks waving him like a?
Yeah, and the
I don't know
camera
if I'm
tricks.
like a. I say a lot of questionable things on this show. Is it like a Chinese dragon? I don't think
It
that's
might be.
questionable. Now that I say that out loud, that's not question. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Now that I say
They're the ones who have those types of dragons.
Yeah.
The long. And
What do you mean by those types?
I don't even think it's, strictly Chinese. I think they're.
But that's what they're called, though.
Chinese. Yeah, that if you want to tell somebody, but if you think of like Yakuza tattoos, they're often of those types of dragons. The Japanese, the island of Nippon.
You know that
settled by the Chinese.
Taekwondo and Hapkido, both Korean martial arts, made in Japan. Made by a Korean person in Japan.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's a little.
It's like the burrito of martial arts, invented in California, I think.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Well, California was a part of Mexico.
At the time, maybe.
Yeah,
It's pretty new food. Burritos. It's not like an ancient.
It is. No, they had
indigenous
those in the
food.
cave times.
It's pretty simple.
There's paintings of burritos in the caves.
What did they use instead of tortilla? I wonder.
I mean, you just crush up grain and
Corn.
yeah, it's masa is just it's just crushed corn.
Yeah, it's like I think was it the Aztecs or the Mayans who invented that?
Who invented corn?
Masa. Specifically. Is it maize?
Well, and so it just
masa?
means dough too.
Masa just means
to be clear. Yeah, but I know what. We're referring to the same thing that they call masa in stores, but that's just Spanish for.
Is it spelled with a Z?
I don't.
Or is
No,
it- it's
I don't know.
M-A-S-A?
I'm not going to claim to know that much.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Gonna claim. I think it's with an S though.
It's funny. It sounds so much like matzah. But
Matzo balls.
Definitely not related at all.
They're not Hebrew isn't Latin at all.
Masa and matzah.
Hebrew isn't Latin at all.
No, its roots are in Aramaic.
Oh, okay.
probably Sumerian or something. I don't really know.
All right.
But, you know, it's tied more to Arabic and
Okay.
that lineage of
That makes sense.
linguistics. Yeah.
All right.
I don't really know. There's probably some big
I saw you
five.
bought, I'm going to put you on blast here. I saw you bought the store-bought matzo balls the other day.
I did. Yeah. Well, at least the mix. Yeah. I could have gotten all of the ingredients separately. Just the matzo meal. But I got the straight up matzo ball mix, which is cheating.
That's like canned ravioli.
Yeah.
What do you
But it was
doing?
great. It was delicious.
That canned ravioli really smacked, guys.
Not the no. The matzo balls smacked, slapped hard.
My brother used to smack the fuck out of canned ravioli
I think
when we were growing up.
my brother
Some
would
fucking
have.
Chef Boyardee. That's what that is, right? Chef Boyardee canned ravioli. Yeah.
Yeah, Chef Boyardee and what's the other one? I'm not gonna claim to know. Yeah, I hate that shit. It's so bad.
What are we doing here?
Poison,
Horrible.
just canned poison.
I think you're supposed to use it for like bait for poison. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's laced.
Mm-hmm.
Do not eat. You see ravioli in my house, Daniel? Don't eat it. It's not safe.
yeah.
I got a
No,
plan
you're-
for this ravioli.
And you're vegan, so
So
yeah.
you really don't touch it. You're like, oh, something's up here.
Any animal product in your
This is a
in your
present
home.
for a specific person.
Yeah, all suspect, 100%.
What are you doing here?
You're using it for other purposes.
Right. It's like the Men
besides-
in Black assessment where he doesn't shoot any of the eight. He's like, well, I was going to blast this guy, but he's doing some pull-ups. So then you get to me and I'm holding some textbooks and you're like, pow.
Yeah, that's some
You
impressive
got to think through
logic.
this. He was right, too.
Another great movie
Terrific film.
with terrible CGI that does not hold up. I mean, watching it again. I mean, at the time I was blown away.
You know what movie I watched recently that like had rave reviews when it came out, and like when I was younger, people thought this movie was amazing. The Fifth Element.
Yeah.
I think it might be the worst movie I've ever seen.
You don't think it holds up?
I think it might be the worst movie I've ever seen.
Why? What?
And not the
makes you say
CGI or whatever. That's fine. The camera shots that's fine. The film work was fine. But the entire plot of the movie is it starts off with Bruce Willis fucking being like, I just need the perfect woman and I just can't meet the perfect woman and she doesn't exist. And then she literally falls out of the motherfucking sky. And then he fucking harasses her, kisses her in her sleep. And fucking then at the end of the movie, she wants to be with him all of a sudden after she's been pushing him off the whole time and he's been harassing her. And then he literally and metaphorically completes this woman by telling her he loves her.
Yeah. There are some things to be said about Luc Besson and his work in general. It's all very Epstein, if you know what I'm saying.
Dude, literally and metaphorically completed her as a woman that Bruce Willis told her he loved her after interacting with her for I think a collective 2-3 hours.
Yeah. And his perfect woman is ultimately someone who has the mind of a child, you know? And I don't know if this is the right platform to be getting into it, but have you seen Leon the Professional? His earlier movie about the
I have. It's been a
assassin
long time.
with Natalie Portman. I think she's like all but 13 years old.
Yeah. No, I remember he shoots her dad and then adopts her, right?
I forget the exact plot, but yeah, she's taken under his wing at, some prepubescent age,
I don't even know if she was 13. She was a child.
and they form
Yeah.
a bond, and
I mean, 13 is a child too, to be clear, but
yeah, like prepubescent.
yeah, she was like really young child.
If you Google image search pictures of Luc Besson's, girlfriends and pretty sure wives eventually, they all appear extremely young, and his movies have a very particular theme repeated that is like that. Yeah, I don't know. We're we're not the only people to talk about this. This is like very well documented, but yeah, that's very true also for The Fifth Element.
Yeah, I thought it was crazy that, I mean, that was the plot of the movie. Like, that was the meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
Was that plot line.
That's the story.
That she fell in love with Bruce Willis in 3 hours after he harassed her and fucking sexually assaulted her.
She was basically born, and in a week, they are in love.
But it wasn't even, because they met the one day, but it was only like, he was only with her for a short period of time that day. And then they come over to his house, and they're in his house, and then they go to the fucking, not the airport, but the airport, where they're boarding the ship, and then they're on the ship. That's all their interactions, that entire movie. That was it.
Yeah. It's like, buy me dinner. You know,
Cool, you want to get married?
Let's go on a date or two.
I love you.
I mean,
I'm completed as a woman.
they did save the universe, so I mean that does speed things up a little bit. But as far as maturing and growing up, you know,
And deciding you love someone in 3 hours, and I love you.
yeah. I mean,
love you.
if it was age appropriate, I could see being
Drawn to someone.
I mean, not drawn to somebody. You meet someone and then in a couple of days you save the universe and you fall in love. That makes sense if you're of the same age. Totally. Yeah, that's like a bond that you can't really compare with any amount of dating. You know, first date, save the universe. Okay,
I still think
married.
it's like you save the universe, and then you're like, oh, I love this person. Then a week later, you find out they're a maggot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
this isn't enough time.
You can't learn everything
Exactly.
about someone by saving the universe.
That's what I'm saying.
You do learn.
It might be a bonding experience. You might feel really close with this person right now.
Yeah, but they
That's
also
that.
might chew with their mouth open and like not like the same movie.
Right.
As you. You know, they might snore.
Like, I can't stand this fucking person.
Yeah, regardless of how good they are at saving the universe. That's just one
So
personality.
yeah, so
trait.
that was a crazy film I watched. Crazy movie I watched.
Yeah, I mean, I still like that movie, and like it has a cool aesthetic. You know, like the production design, whatever, the set and costume design.
The way they saturated and hued and all that.
Yeah, I mean,
Made
the
the color
palette.
color selection. What am I thinking of here? Where they made the oranges and reds pop. I'm
Yeah.
colorblind, and my ass could see it.
Super high
Yeah.
vis. Yeah, you're colorblind?
Very.
Yeah, when did you learn that?
When I was a child, I'm very colorblind.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What
Deutropia, or no? I think I always say it wrong. I don't think it's deutropia,
is that the
but I always
scientific term?
say it's deutropia. But I think that's wrong when I looked it up.
Steutropia.
No, deutropia.
Deutropia.
But I think that's wrong. We're gonna.
Tropia. Yeah, no, I'm
Deutropia,
extremely-
colorblindness.
I'm very color
No, not neutropia.
color what would you call it if you're not colorblind? Just like able to see colors. Color
Just normal vision. But there is another thing where you can see more than the average person, where you have an extra cone.
I mean, I think as a, masculinized person, I see colors better than most
Deutranopia.
Deutranopia.
So it's red green. They say it's red green, but it's red green blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say
And it's weird too, because like when I was editing a picture the other day, I thought I could clearly see the difference between, I think it was a green and a red, and then I was like trying to look up the hue to make sure, check, because I'm colorblind, to make sure it was the right color, and I like looked up, is this orange or whatever? And they're like, yeah, but because of the light this is, if you have red-green color blindness, then it will look identical to brown and red. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I moved it next to it. Oh, there goes my camera.
really?
Yeah, it just turned off.
A battery?
I don't know.
Okay.
It shouldn't be battery. It's plugged in.
Weird. Yeah, I see that.
That's okay. I'm
Okay.
not tripping. We still got the main shot.
Yeah. Yes. Deutranopia. And that's specific for
Oh,
red,
but what I
green?
was saying, but I was like, what do you mean? I can see the difference between these. And then when I like moved it over like atop of them, I was like, I can't see it at all.
Shit. But deutranopia is a term that's for that specific
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
color
yeah.
blindness? Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to learn the
Deutranoptic.
specifics of what I can and can't see, look up moderate to severe deuteranopia.
Red, green. So you can see blue.
No, see, it is red, green, blue, though. If you look it up, it says red, green, because if that's the dew, it's 2.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, it's red, green, blue, because purples, I have issues with purples and blues, too.
Well, I think green is the color that humans can see the most shades of. I think it's just like an evolutionary trait.
That's where you have the most lux. The fattest part of the lux range is green spectrum.
What is the lux range?
So there's lux and par. Lux is the Latin word for light, and it's a measurement, so it's lumens, and so it's a measurement of the light in the room. I think it's the same as lumens. It might be different, but lux is the measurement of what your human eye can see. And then there's like par, which is photosynthetically active radiation, and there's ultraviolet, and so there's these different spectrums of light. So lux is just what you can see. That's the spectrum of light you can see. So I'm saying if you can see more green, then that must mean that the largest portion of that spectrum must be in the green band.
Now I wonder, something of words that include lux somewhere in there. You got deluxe, you got luxury.
It's Latin. So.
Latin. What is...
Means light. Latin means light.
Interesting. Deluxe and luxury. How do you think those relate?
I'm not high enough for that. I didn't take enough much. Just a little microdose before this. I didn't take that much.
Okay, you got a microdose going. Does taking mushrooms affect your ability to see colors?
I feel like I can, when I'm tripping, I can see more colors for sure.
Yeah. More accurately.
And I've looked it up, and they do say that like they've shown some benefit with color blindness, and also your color blindness is supposed to get you're supposed to get worse color vision as you get older if you're colorblind. And I haven't really noticed that happen, so that kind of tells me that mushrooms have, but you're supposed to like between the time I was, because you like asked me how old I figured it out, but between the time I was, I don't know if I was 14 or 15. Maybe I was younger than that the first time my eyes got checked. But even like within my teen years, when they tested me, they were like, yeah, it got worse. And they were like, that's normal.
Man.
Yeah.
How's your vision just like in general?
Perfect vision.
Yeah, perfect vision.
Really clear vision. Yeah, as far as like the crisp and clarity of what I can see, it's better than 20/20.
Nice. Yeah, I got the operation in actually, like right by here to correct my vision. Yeah, I got the LASIK.
The surgical operation.
Yeah.
I thought you were referring to a place called The Operation. Yeah.
Shouts out to The Operation. Well, shouts out actually to, I think it's N Vision. And,
what is that? I recognize that name.
It's a LASIK.
Oh, okay.
Just like, what do you call it? Ophthalmological surgeon center. Yeah, they do cataracts. Hit me up because I think I get. Well, I don't need a discount. I've already gotten it done, and I actually get one free.
Get an extra LASIK. They'll give you another LASIK.
Yeah. For my.
They just relay. You become Tiger Woods. They'll make you Tiger Woods for free.
Does he have good vision?
He got his eyes surgically redone, so they're better than a normal human beings will ever be.
Of course.
That's how he to keep his golf game up. He did that.
Yet he still flipped a Jeep.
Well, he still gets shit faced all the time, I'm pretty sure. So
yeah, that doesn't help there.
Right.
Imagine how bad is driving.
Honestly, dude is probably real life Happy Gilmore, actually.
You think?
Now that I'm talking about this, yeah. He's driving the ball, but he's still getting so fucked up. He's been in how many fucking car accidents? Like, he's known for getting in car accidents while he's fucked up.
He can't stop. Drive the ball. Don't drive cars.
Drunk. Yeah, straight the fuck. This dude's out on fucking... out on field 9, fucking shit face.
Dude, wrong kind of driving, Tiger. You're good at one kind of driving.
Straight up.
Man.
That's funny.
Savage. Tiger fucking Woods.
Driving into the woods.
And we're in Tigered. Imagine that. There are woods in Tigered, so there are the Tigered Woods.
There are. I don't know if anyone calls them the Tigered Woods. Tigered Woods. We're in the Tigered Woods.
Tigered Woods. Let's go hit some balls in the tigered woods.
Sound like fucking
Flip
what's
RG.
that movie called? Not Star Trek. What's that? Galaxy Quest. Tiger. Quincy.
One of Paul Shear's favorite movies.
I don't know who that is.
You'd know him if you saw him.
Rick Rubin?
Shouts out to Paul Shear of How Did This Get Made and Unspooled.
How it's made?
How Did This Get Made? I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. It's a podcast about just like the worst movies.
Oh,
and
okay.
how they got made or why.
My guest is out here consuming more podcast content than me.
Film podcasts specifically. Yeah, you got the car podcast down. Seems like Donut.
I watch. That's not a podcast, and that dude left that channel. I don't watch them anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't watch those guys anymore. They're not cool anymore.
That guy left. He's doing his own thing.
Yeah. No, but him and James Pumphrey, and I forget the other dude's fucking name. But they have their own channels now. Big Time is the other good dude's channel's name. Okay. I can't think of his. Jeremy, I think is his name.
Pumphrey.
But him and then James Pumphrey is Speed. But they've made, it's like pretty evident because they like quit and they were like, well, basically in James's video, he was like, well, it got sold and then I didn't make any money. Pretty much that was the moment where it clicked, where I was like, oh, I don't own this shit. I'm not making any money on this.
He didn't realize it before?
Well, but then the company sells for I forget how much money, and you're sitting there not holding any fucking money, and you kind of go, what the fuck am I doing here?
Right.
And so then he made his own channel, but him and Jeremy's channels they look like Donut's videos looked like before. And they were like, well, we made all their content for them, so we kind of realized, what are we doing here? And then you watch their channels and you're like, yeah, that was the right move. What were you doing there?
Yeah, you got to go out. You got to go into business for yourself.
Yeah.
You got the skills to pay the bills.
Straight up.
Yeah, like if this podcast blows up,
straight up,
you're the one who's going to make all the money.
Straight up.
I'm the guy who
I got a film guy
set
too.
this shot up.
I got a film guy.
Yeah, that's me.
Do you edit too?
I do, but
does this dude do headshots?
I don't like it.